Hello, it's Talkie Time, and I wanted to make a video just talking about games at the minute because I've been thinking something, and I've been thinking it for years, to be honest. And I'm like, surely to God, I can't be the only person in this. I know I've seen videos before about like the state of just games in general, but it's just fucking I just feel like it's the way games are now compared to the way like they used to be. So when I had an Xbox 360, obviously that's back when I was a kid. Like I'm 24 now, so what, 14 more years ago I'd have been 10, under 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever, till the Xbox One come out, and then so on and so forth. And I feel like back in the day there was just so many games to play, like all the time. I had a stack of Xbox 360 cases, fucking, I don't even know how high, about halfway up my fucking body. I had to separate them into different stacks because there was so many that I had. And I just used to think like I could just go, oh, I'm just going to play this or I'm just going to play that, and I'd just jump on something. I'd be able to go on and play for fucking hours. But at the minute, and it's not even just at the minute, it's like the last few years, even going back to probably when the Xbox One came out. I know that's fucking over a decade ago, but I think it does probably go back that far, and I'll get to why I think that. But I feel like a lot of the time when I'll turn on my Xbox, and I was very much, when I was younger, people used to say all the time, because not that gaming was a new thing, but if it was sort of getting more popular and more popular, and more people had just like, it was more casual thing, and people would have games and people would have consoles and that. I think when I was younger, people would be like, oh yeah, but you're not going to play on your Xbox until whenever, or you're not going to play games and like when you're this age or that age, and you're older basically, and you'll get to a certain age and you'll grow out of it. And I'm like, I used to always say to people, I used to be like, well, not really, because what is it that I'm going to do when I grow out of it? Obviously, if you've got a family, you've got kids and stuff like that, so you're going to spend time with your kids, you're going to like have less time because you need to do other stuff, you've got a job, whatever, fine. But I don't think necessarily that it's so what am I going to replace it with? I'm going to sit down and watch the fucking chase on the telly and that, which I don't have a problem with, but I do like watching TV shows and that. As I said, I've done a video about it, but I'm not the type of person that's just going to sit there and just go, oh, I'm just going to sit here and watch the telly. Because I'd rather be on the game, speaking to my mates, if my mates are on, or playing something, doing something, like feeling like I'm a part of whatever it is that I'm doing. Obviously, with the telly, if you do stuff like the chase, tip and point, any of them game show things, I know it's not like, oh, you've got to watch game shows, but with game shows and that, because it's just like the stuff that's on Freeview. If that's the type of shit that you're watching, like, fair enough, you can like guess the questions and then that's fun, like catchphrase, that's boss. But I think with like even other stuff, I prefer to like be doing something. I've got ADHD obviously, so like maybe that's part of it, but I've just always preferred that. As I say, I do still watch stuff. I love watching the telly, but I prefer playing on my game. So I don't understand how it's got to the point that it is. Basically, a lot of the time, I'll go on with my mates and I'll be sat there and it's just one of them things, oh, speaking, whatever, should we go on this, should we go on that? So a lot of the time, it's like the games that I've had as mainstays through the years, is like FIFA, COD, Fortnite from when that came out, I played that quite a bit. Rocket League, I played that quite a bit, to be fair to them. But other than those games, in terms of like something that I've played consistently, and that's what I'm talking about as well. I need to have games like that, like something where I'm playing it consistently. So I just don't feel like there's many things like that, like where I can have a game like that I can just go on and go, yeah, I just jump on that, and I'll just jump on multiplayer, jump on zombies in terms of COD or FIFA, where I'll just go on Ultimate Team and I've got me shit that I'm doing for the week. A lot of stuff now, I feel like with FIFA, I don't play it as much, FC, whatever the fuck. I don't play it as much because I just can't be arsed, because it just feels like a trick to try and get you to spend money. And if I play it, I just end up spending loads of money on it. And I say I don't play anymore. I haven't played it the last couple of weeks because I just can't be arsed with it no more. It's not good. I made a video about it ages ago. It's just atrocious the way that game's gone. COD, the exact same thing. it just feels like maybe since around, not 2017, but when Fortnite like made people feel like anyone could be a streamer, anyone could be a YouTuber type thing, which was that's the case anyway. You just fucking make videos and do whatever. But with that, I feel like that's when people started thinking, well, if I'm just good and I stream myself being good, that I can get some sort of career out of it. Because I did. I thought I'm good enough at games, and I might be arrogant, but I am good enough at games where I think people would be interested in watching me play. But because of that, and I don't know if it's just because of like that sort of thing, but it got to a point where everyone just started sweating everything. Everyone just sweat on every game. It's all about the meta and everything. I'm not saying like don't play to be good. Everyone plays to win. Everyone's always played to win. Obviously you can play for fun, but what's fun? You're winning. That's the point. It's not like, oh, I'm playing this game just because I want to play. Yeah, obviously, maybe there's some games like that. Minecraft, obviously, you can't win on Minecraft other than, like, beating the Ender Dragon. But that's just, like, you just drop in and you do what you want. I don't like Minecraft. I don't play Minecraft. I liked it when I was a kid. I don't like it no more. Don't see the point in it. I'm like, why would I build a house so I can just walk around and have this house? And I don't slate anyone that wants to play it. That's fine. It's one of the biggest games in the world, or is the biggest game in the world, or whatever. But the point I'm trying to make is I just don't see where like everyone's just moved to this fucking, oh, let's all be sweats and let's all bum the fuck out of every game that we play. So everything that you go on now, you're playing against, everyone's using like the exact same thing. FIFA, everyone's trying to get players that are like all the same. Everyone's got Pina, everyone's like playing the same formation basically. Like you'll get like there's different ones where you can play maybe a couple, but for the most part everything's exactly the same. And with COD again, the same, like guns, and then the people that make the games will patch a certain gun, and then this one's better, so then everyone moves over to that. Like Warzone, I just can't play it because it's the same sort of thing. It's just not the way it used to be. Everyone just moves over to whatever the most effective tactics accessible are, and I just think, what the fuck, bro? Like, obviously, everyone's going to do that because everyone wants to win, but how has it got to this point where that's the way it is? Where everyone just moves over to, this is the way you've got to do it, this is the way you've got to do it. And COD don't help because with Warzone, obviously multiplayer is going to be like that because it's create a class and whatever. But with Warzone, I suppose again, like they're doing the blackout game mode thing where it's going to be in, where you're picking up guns and stuff like that. And I think stuff like that's better because you can still have guns that are the best guns. But you've got to find them, and that's the thing. You can't just go, oh, I want me guns, I want me best guns on the game, and just drop them in, and then everyone's running around with effectively the same guns all the time. And you can get different, I'm not saying you can't get different play styles and different ways of doing things, because obviously you can, but that's not the point. No one, like, people will do that, but the majority of people are going to try and use whatever the best shit is, because that's the best way to win. And what's the most sort of best way of having fun? Winning. Obviously, the best fucking time that you're going to have is if you're winning constantly, and then you can flex on winning and shit like that, and that's a bigger thing, flexing on all that type of shit. Like it used to just be say on COD or whatever, like, oh, what's your KD, or like you just talk to your mates like, how many wins have you got, and now it's like everything's a fucking competition all the time. It's so shit. And I sit here, and it's not even just that, so that's just those games. And then there's the other ones, like, so Arc Raiders, and you can say it about Arc Raiders or whatever, and played it properly. Helldivers, that's against the AI, so not the same thing. But those two games are two games in recent years that have been like sort of dead popular, loads of people playing them. And I've tried to play both of them, and maybe I haven't given it me fucking best shot, but Helldivers 2, downloaded that, played it a couple of times, and I enjoyed it, but like very quickly got bored, because I was like, what the fuck, what is this? And you can do this with any game, what I'm about to say, by the way. You can do it with every single game that you play. But the way I looked at it was, I was just like, well, and again, sorry, if you do look at it like this, obviously it's going to make it more shit for you. But I'd be like, well, I'm just jumping in to kill a load of shit and do some, like, whatever the objective things are that I've got to do, and then jumping out. And when it was hard, it was good. But when I was just doing that over and over again, and I say I haven't put loads of time into it, but I'd do it again, and I'd do it again, and I'd be like, okay, this is getting a bit tedious now. And then it's the same, not the same thing with Arc Raiders, but I got that, and I thought, I'll play this with my mates. So I get it, play it with my mates. Yeah, do you know what? I'm having a good time, I'm enjoying myself. I'd like to fight people, and I know I can choose to do that. But I'm like, let me just get a bit set up first. I want to sort of get a few things and a few bits and make it so that I feel like I'm more stable and I don't mind losing stuff so I can fight people. And I know that if you do fight people, it puts you in lobbies where people are going to be more aggressive and wanting to fight. So I thought, let me not be doing that yet. Let me just get a little, like a steady ground to set myself up. So I go on it with mates a couple of times and have a good time playing. Okay, this is fine. Played it with my cousin, same thing. Okay, this is fine. I'm having a good time. I tried to play it on my own, and I'm not obviously whatever. You can say, oh, you tried to play it on your own, it's your fault. No, I've tried to play it on my own. I've gone on it, and I've jumped in, and it just feels like I'm just going in, go run round, find all this stuff, pick it up, take it back, go in again, find all this stuff, take it out, go back, and I feel like I'm not going anywhere and not doing anything. And okay, again, you say that to me, whatever. I'm not asked. Maybe I should fucking watch a video or something about what I should be doing on it. But I was just like, maybe 5 hours, I think I did that on my own. And I was like, I feel like I'm in the same spot as I was when I started playing. So it just puts me off playing that. And I've seen videos of like that fella, the Burn Peanut. He's hilarious and he's doing videos on it. And I've watched his shorts where he's playing with people. And it does look like it's dead good when you get to that higher bit where you've got a bit of shit and you're fighting people and you're taking their shit and you're on the better maps. But I'm not saying you should be able to go onto it straight away and get straight into that. But the amount of time I'd put onto it now, I just felt like I hadn't really done nothing and I'd just been still getting into it. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? I don't want to have it like I've got to put so many hours into every fucking game that I'm playing that it feels like I can only play one game at a time. Like Helldivers, I don't even know what the fuck the point of that game is or what you're meant to be doing on it. I've played it a couple of times where I've gone on and done stuff and I've been like, yeah, that's good. But it feels like a lot of the time now, I just sit and I stare at my games and apps on Xbox when I'm on my mates. That's like, it's a joke I've got with my mates where I'll go, oh, what are you playing? I'm playing my games and apps because I'm sat here like, well, I can't be arsed playing nothing. I can't be asked playing that Arcade because I feel like I've got to put so much time into it before I even see any fucking difference. I can't be asked playing Helldivers because it feels like I'm not doing anything. I can't be asked playing FIFA no more because it's shit. And COD is shit. They're just not fun to play because you're playing against the sweatiest knobheads on the planet. It just stresses me out. Not stresses me out, it's a bit fucking... No, do you know what it does? It stresses me out because that was my thing. As I said at the start, I was like, I'll just play games. Like, maybe not forever, because like at some point maybe I've got something else to do or I'm doing other shit. But most of the time, if I've got free time, what do I want to spend my free time doing? If I'm not spending it with someone, if I'm not going somewhere to do something, then what I want to do is sit down, get my headset on, relax and play games, because it was fun. But it feels like now, the game I'm playing at the minute is Football Manager 2021, and I'm just addicted to playing that and don't want to play nothing else. I've got to save on that. I've had it like 6 years or something. I've been doing it with my mate, and then my other mates jumped on it as well, and we're all just on this save, going on it all the time, and it's fun to do. But when I'm not playing that, I just feel like, wow, what's the point of me going on the game? There's nothing to play, there's nothing to do. And again, yeah, it sounds whatever, my fault. No, I just feel like it's the way games have gone. Like, gaming's fucking dying. And obviously it's not, but everything just feels so shit. It feels like it went from a place where originally it was, obviously I'm not saying there was never people thinking, oh, look at the money you could make. But it went from a place of people making games because they were passionate about making games and they wanted to make something good, and then publishers just got more greedy and started pushing their fucking agendas about what needed to be in it and what needed to be done, and getting people in to say, like, what can we do to make more money, to appeal to more people for this. And it's just about trying to make the most money possible now on games. And yeah, there's indie games and stuff like that. Maybe that's something to do with me, and I need to broaden my horizons and play more games and stuff like that, and look at more games. But I just feel like everything I'm doing now, every time I go on, I'm like, this is just pointless. I'm doing this for no reason at all, and it's just shit. COD is like basically dead to me. I'm looking forward to this thing that they're doing with, like, sort of bringing back Blackouts, because then you don't have the loadouts and that, and it is just about the shit that you're picking up off the ground. But I like Fortnite. Fortnite, like, I just don't play no more because it's different to what it was when I played it, like, originally. When it first come out, and it was, obviously, people couldn't build as well, and it's, games develop over time, so nothing's ever going to be the same. Like, it can't stay exactly the same. People change, like, shit changes. It's got to. It's just the way it works. But I just feel like I'm in a place where every game I'm just like, oh, it's so shit. Battlefield, I bought that with so much passion. I was like, yeah, Battlefield fucking 6 is going to be great. It's going to be one of the best games, not one of the best games of all time, that was dramatic, but it's going to be one of fucking the best games I've played recently. And I played it at first and I'm like, yeah, it is. It's so good. But then out of nowhere, I just lose it. I'm just like, I'm just going on and doing fuck all. But that was all I wanted to talk about, really. It's just stressful to think about. And I know I said that whatever, but it's just fucking wow. I just can't bear the thought of it. I sit here and I think the only fucking one game I want to play is a game where I'm doing stuff. Yeah, I'm changing stuff on Football Manager. You're the fucking manager. Obviously, I've got to sign players and that. But it feels like that's the only game I can play where I'm not fucking stressed out constantly about, oh, I've got to be the best, I've got to try, well, because I am just the best. I know I'm going to do a video about that as well, by the way, about this Football Manager save that I've got, and it's with me mate, so I'll get footage in that and I'll talk about it. But yeah, it's just wow. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I just feel like a lot of the time I'm just sitting not playing nothing. The thought of playing it just burns me head out. But yeah, that was it. That's all I wanted to talk about, really. I just think it's shit. It's just depressing from where games were when I was younger, especially COD and FIFA. They were like me mainstay games where I'd jump on them, just jump on COD, go on zombies. I said it already, zombies, fucking survival on Modern Warfare 3, great. All the different multiplayer things you could do, like Gun Game and Infected on Modern Warfare 3, and on other ones it's still good, but yeah, I just feel like I just can't be arsed with it no more. That I'm not happy about it, because it's all like, for as long as I can remember, it's been my favourite thing to do, just playing games. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, thanks for watching, and see ya.